What's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here, GuitarJams.com. Really happy to bring you a classic soloing lesson today. Before we zoom in, I come from GuitarJams.com. Always have a bunch of in-depth guitar lesson material, not on YouTube. You can check it out. I'm going to leave a link down there for some cool blues licks. Maybe it'll help you out. I hope they do. But let's zoom in and do this lesson. Here we go. All right, so this solo is really good if you know the chords underneath it, because it's kind of emphasizing each little chord movement as opposed to just a blues scale or something. But for the most part, we think of it as the key of C, mostly C major, but once again, like I said, it's changing because it goes from a C to a C major 7, which would be the C major scale, and then a C7, which would be, it has one note different, which would be like C mixolydian, and it goes through a sequence. But anyway, the first thing I want to show you is which once again is not one scale. It's got this little chromatic thing. The chords under that are F to E flat, G, all major. F, E flat, G, into C. And so the lick starts on the 10th fret of the B string, and it's a pre-bend, so it's already bent up. Then I let it go down, and it's a half step. And then it pulls off to that same note. Oh, I just noticed, look at that. John Koneski is overviewing here. So we've got, you let it go, then you go to the 11th fret on the B, then the 12th, and then the 13th would be the root, C. So all together. All right, now the solo. I'm sliding from the 7 to the 9 on the G. Then we've got the 8th on the B, back to the 9th on the G. Next phrase starts the same way, but when we get to this 8th on the B, we're going to bend it with our index finger a whole step up twice. Put it together. We just go back to that 9 on the G again. So those are the first two phrases. So the next time it slides from 7 to 9 on the G, earlier in the beat this time. So then I'm hitting that 8th on the B, hammer on pull off up to the 10. Now this one's debatable. It could be a bend or the 11th fret on the B string. Just for accuracy, I'm going to do the 11th fret on the B string. I'm sliding from 10 to 11 on the B, and then hitting twice on the 8th of the high E. There's some cool kind of pre-bending subtleties in here. It's kind of like almost a little bit under a half step on that 10 of the high E. Followed by a whole step pre-bend. Then the 8 on the high E to the 10 on the B. Kind of following that C major pentatonic, also known as the A minor pentatonic kind of shape. Now we need to slide from 8 to 10 on the B, then twice on the 8 of the high E. Followed by that original lick, which is 7 to 9 on the G, up to the 8 on the B. Okay, everything all together. This part's kind of weird, but it's once again, it's still outlining the chords. I have a lesson on the chords, so you should, maybe just brush up on what chords are what lick. Kind of a weird little thing there. So you've got, it goes to the 7th on the D string, and then kind of that pre-bend vibe on the 8th fret of the D string. And you let it come down. Then we got to go over to the 7th fret of the G, and then the 7th fret of the B. Oops. Yeah, very strange. So that's it. 7 on the G and then 7 on the B twice. And you got to do a little hand change here. Check it out. Another pre-bend. We're learning someone's style here, aren't we? A pre-bend on that 10th fret of the B string. Then 2 more bends on that same 10th fret. Releasing to the 8th of the B. Check it out from this little sequence. I'm sure that sounds familiar. Let's do the whole thing from the top pretty slow. Another really weird little subtle thing here. So, from the best of my ear, I was hearing the 9th fret of the high E slid to the 8th fret and then to the 6th fret. And then getting the ring finger up to the 12th fret of the high E and doing another chromatic thing, 12, 11, 10. Okay, we're almost there. 7th fret on the G, and you're going to do kind of 3 half-step bends. It's almost like 3.5, but it's quick. It does the same thing twice. Then the third one, it's only 2. Release to that, which is the 5th of the G, and then back to that ring finger on the 7th, slid up. Kind of part of this C major pentatonic run. See that? Ring finger on that. So I guess it's actually 4 bends with the release. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2. So middle finger would probably be best. Ring finger, ring finger, yeah. Sorry. To that 8th on the B. I mean, basically ring or middle, whatever you can do there. And then we're going to go all the way to the 10th fret of the high E. A bend. Back down. Hammer on pull off between the 8 and 10. With 1 pick. Then to the 10th on the B, which is the first note of the... So check it out. And at the end of the song, it goes up to an A major, and when you play that lick, it goes like this. You just go a half step higher than that. And that's a nice little, almost Jerry Garcia kind of thing, 14, 13, 12. Oops. All right, I hope that was helpful. Remember, I got some extra licks right there you can check out. Thanks for hanging out with me, and hopefully we'll see you in another video lesson real soon. Take care.